Hello and welcome to today's video where I'll be talking about all of the signs that you need to look out for that indicate that your baby is in a head down position in the womb. Now in pregnancy, babies move around a lot in the womb, but in the third trimester, whilst your womb muscles are still stretching and expanding, your baby is getting bigger and bigger, so space starts to reduce in the womb, making it harder for your baby to move around a lot. If you're wanting to have an easier labour and vaginal birth, having a head-down baby is best for smoother cervical dilation and a more comfortable pushing and birthing stage. The general guideline is that having a baby head down by 32 weeks of pregnancy is ideal, but if you've gone past 32 weeks of pregnancy already, don't worry, there's still time for your baby to turn head down. However, things can get a little bit more difficult for your baby to turn head down after 37 weeks of pregnancy because of the restriction of space in the womb. So if you've gone past 37 weeks of pregnancy and your baby isn't head down, your maternity care provider might have suggested something called an ECV, which stands for an external cephalic version. And this is a medical procedure that's carried out in the hospital to turn a head up baby into a head down position. If you're interested in finding out more about an ECV, I'll post a video link to that procedure in the description box below so you can check it out after watching this video. But let's delve into the main signs to look out for that indicate that your baby is head down. If your baby is head down, you'll probably notice stronger, more thrashy movements in the upper part of your belly, and this is just your baby kicking about in the upper part of your womb. You may also notice a harder lump right at the bottom of your tummy, and this is your baby's head engaging in the lower pelvis, getting ready for birth. Another sign of a head down baby is the frequency and urgency of toilet trips. So if you find that you're needing to pee a lot more often than you used to, it's probable that your baby is head down. And that's because when your baby's head is low in the pelvis, they compress on your bladder, which is also located in the lower pelvis. So if you find that you're needing to pee a lot more urgently and regularly, the likelihood is that your baby is head down. One pleasant sign of having a head down baby is that acid reflux and indigestion issues often disappear. And that's because when your baby is head down and they're lying lower in the pelvis, it takes pressure off your digestive system, like your stomach and your intestines, so when you eat, you're able to process food more easily without any physical discomfort. So if you find that you're able to eat now without having any indigestion symptoms after eating, it's probable that your baby is turning or has already turned head down. The fourth sign of a head down baby is feeling your baby hiccuping in the bottom part of your belly. In the third trimester, your baby is swallowing more and more amniotic fluid, and it can cause your baby to get hiccups. But the hiccups are actually helping your baby's lungs to mature so that they can breathe after they're born. So if you feel that you notice jerky, hiccupy movements in the bottom part of your baby bump, it's probable that your baby is already head down. Lightning crotch is another sign of a head down baby, and this can feel like sporadic electric shock sensations in your vagina, in your anus or in your lower pelvis. Your baby's head is the largest part of their body. When your baby is head down, it can put pressure on nerves, ligaments, joints and muscles in your lower pelvis and cause these electric shock-like pains. Now these electric shock sensations can take you a little bit by surprise and be uncomfortable, but expect them towards the end of your third trimester if your baby is head down. Another sign of a head down baby is your baby bump being carried lower than it was before. So if your baby is head down, most of their body is going to be concentrated in the lower portion of your womb, and that can make the lower part of your baby bump look fuller than higher up. So if you notice that your baby bump seems to have dropped and you're carrying it lower than you did previously, it's likely that your baby is now head down. Another pleasant sign of having a head down baby is being able to breathe more comfortably and deeply. When my daughter was head up in the womb, meaning that she was breech, it put a lot of pressure on my diaphragm and on my lungs, and when I tried to breathe, I found it really difficult to breathe in comfortably and to take deep breaths. But as soon as my daughter turned head down, all of a sudden my breathlessness went away, I was able to breathe more deeply when I was practicing my hypnobirthing breathing techniques, and I just knew that she had turned because I wasn't struggling to breathe anymore. So if you find that your breathlessness has disappeared, that you don't feel a lot of pressure when you try to breathe in, that you find that you're able to breathe more deeply and comfortably, it's likely that your baby is now head down. If your baby's head down, their heartbeat will be located in the bottom part of your womb. So if you have a fetal Doppler at home, or if you go for a pregnancy checkup and your midwife or doctor are trying to locate your baby's heartbeat, they will find it beneath your belly button if your baby is in a head down position. If your baby's head down, you may find that you're waddling around a lot more as you walk, and that's because there's more pressure and weight on your lower back and your hips. You may also find that you're leaning back more as you walk because your centre of gravity has shifted. This can also cause backache because of these postural changes. And the final sign of a head down baby is experiencing more discharge in your underwear. So when your baby is head down, their head is putting pressure on your cervix, which is at the bottom of your womb. And your cervix has a little opening inside it where your mucus plug is located. When your baby's head is pressing on your cervix and helping it to start softening and opening ready for labour, your mucus plug can become dislodged. So you may notice increased vaginal discharge in your underwear at the end of your 3rd trimester. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope that you found it helpful and informative. If you've got any questions at all, pop them in the comments section below and I will reply as soon as I can. And if you're in your 3rd trimester, you might be interested in checking out my optimal baby positioning meditation. I'll link it in the video description box below. See you in my next video.